It's election season, and there are a lot of important issues to discuss, and none more important than what is happening in the wide world of gaming. MatPat and Maddox are here to help us decide, should Nintendo stop making consoles? I'm sure Reggie is sitting in his office in Redmond right now, eagerly anticipating what they should do, and this debate may decide the future of the Nintendo Switch. And we have our very own Kyle Bosman to moderate and make sure the action stays civil. This is the Deadlock Debate.
And welcome to the second installment of the Deadlock Debate on Live with YouTube Gaming. I'm Kyle Bosman, and I'll be your moderator this evening. Matt, welcome, and tell us how a Deadlock Debate works, please.
Absolutely, I can do that. So a popular segment that we have here on the Game Theorist channel is Deadlock. Not here, this is actually the Game Slice, YouTube, Primetime, Strange
Game
Nebulous
Theorist is over there.
It's over on the other part of YouTube's. But over on my channel, the Game Theorists, we have this segment called Deadlock. It's basically a debate series where we discuss a pertinent gaming topic, right? So, for example, which console is the best?
The PlayStation 1.
Wow.
Saturn, Sega Saturn. Yeah. Yes.
Really? Okay.
Wrong.
We could argue about that. So anyway, today's topic is, should Nintendo stop making consoles? We're all excited about the Switch, but should it come out? Should they just scrap it? Well, we'll see how it falls out after this debate. I am arguing that Nintendo should cut it out. Nope, no more consoles. It's all decided by a random coin flip, so no hate on me, no hate on Maddox. We just got to debate the side that we're given, all right? So my opponent, as I've mentioned, is Maddox from the best show in the universe. That's self-proclaimed.
Yes. No, Google it. It's there.
And he is here to argue that Nintendo should continue making their consoles. Maddox,
That's right.
What do you have to say prior to the debate?
Yeah, prior to the debate, get ready to lose, buddy. That's what I got to say.
That's good enough, sure.
Yeah.
A little strong.
Get ready to lose, buddy.
That's it. So here are the rules. So we each get 30 seconds to present our opening statements to you, the viewers at home. Then we move on to the argument round, where we each get to present our arguments is going to be about 90 seconds per person. However, after each of those argument rounds, the other person gets a 30-second rebuttal. And finally, we get our closing statements. Each round is 30 seconds there. All right? So when you hear this sound, is that the same sound we had last time?
It is, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, exactly the same sound. Beep-a-dee-beep-beep.
Couldn't like spice it up or like surprise us with something that's thematic to Nintendo or anything?
No, what's funny is with that sound effect, I said, how about something positive? Because the buzzer's always like, and I don't want to hear that at the end of an argument. So it's like, beep, 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 beep.
Oh, I love that. Thank you. Positivity. Okay, I like that. I appreciate it. So anyway, once you hear that sound, you have to complete your thought, or Kyle, Mr. Moderator over here, is going to shoot you a judgmental stare.
Which I'll do throughout the entire debate anyway. But the best part is you, the viewers at home, will get to decide the winner of this debate. Go to primetimevoting.com right now to get ready to vote for your favorite debater to victory. You can cast your vote at any time during the debate, and you can also change your mind at any point. If someone is swaying you over, change your vote, and then we'll see the little meters go blah, 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 blah. It's very fun to watch live. Gentlemen, are you ready?
I am ready.
Yes, sir.
Matt, you ready?
Let's do it. Yeah.
Okay, let us begin our Deadlock Debate. Matt, you'll go first with your opening statements. Again, Matt is debating against the Nintendo's legacy of consoles that has to end. Your opening statement is going to be 30 seconds long. Please take the stage. Your time begins now.
So, ladies and gentlemen, in studio and watching the Gaming Spectacular with Jeff Keighley live on YouTube Primetime, Nintendo needs to stop making consoles, and here's why. I love a Nintendo console, don't get me wrong, but you know what I love more than a Nintendo console? Nintendo games. Mario, Zelda, all of those franchises. And if they continue making consoles that fail, like the Wii U, and don't produce sales, those games and Nintendo and what it brings to this great industry goes away as we know it. Let's talk about that. 90 seconds coming up.
I gave you like a 5-second cushion there.
You did. I appreciate that.
That was good. No, you wrapped it up. That was great. Maddox, are you ready for your opening statement?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, please take the stage. We're giving you 30 seconds.
Oh, yes, thank you. All right.
Got an owl rooting you on.
I'm going to ask the audience to not do any owl noises, please. Okay.
I would strike that, but I would say...
Wait, hold.
Yeah.
Your timer starts right now.
Okay, Jesus. All right, so, guys, we need Nintendo to keep making consoles because look at the trend in gaming. You pull out your cell phone, you want to play a game, oh, sorry, you got to buy a thing for $1. Oh, you got to buy another thing for $1. And soon, you're out of dollars. And no more video games. Nintendo is synonymous with couch co-op. Where are you ever going to have that experience again, sitting down with your pals on the couch, playing Mario Kart? That experience comes from Nintendo and the Nintendo generation of consoles.
Wow.
What's happening in the arguments early?
Yeah, 2 strong opening statements. MatPat, you are now going to get 90 seconds for all of your arguments, all of the points you have to make tonight in a minute and a half. Do you have that prepared? Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, we're putting 90 seconds on the clock. Please rise to the stage. Your time begins now.
All right, so Nintendo brings something that's much needed to video games, and that is innovation. However, the rest of the video game industry is scared of innovation, and a lot of time that innovation takes the wrong step. Case in point, asymmetric gaming with the Wii U. A lot of game developers didn't know what to do with it. A lot of gamers didn't know what to do with it, and as a result, the Wii U didn't sell. It is a critical time for Nintendo right now. Each time they want to create something that has this unique, innovative twist, but the rest of the gaming community doesn't know what to do with it. As a result, it is hard for third parties to support Nintendo products. You create this vicious cycle, and I talked about this last time with the hype debate, but a vicious cycle here where lack of third-party support means less consoles being sold, means less sales overall for Nintendo, which means they're not going to be able to produce more quality games that you love. So sure, Nintendo is able to maximize their innovative consoles. They're able to understand what they're going for when it comes to asymmetric gaming. But if I want a console that has a robust library, because at the end of the day, that's what I'm buying a console for, is the games, right? And if a console doesn't have games to support it or only has Super Smash Bros. And Mario, I can't go out and support that system. The third parties don't support it, and as a result, the sales don't happen. As a result, Nintendo's stock starts to tumble. Case in point, Sega. When Sega was tumbling with the Dreamcast and no one wanted to hop on board the Dreamcast train, they stopped producing consoles and only produced software. The year that they did that, they actually made a profit. There you go.
Wow. Now, some really interesting things happened during that 90 seconds. We were tied, essentially, after your opening statements. MatPat, you just destroyed. You gained, I think, a 61% by the end of your opening statement. Now, Maddox, it is now your responsibility within the 30 rebuttal seconds to tear down each of those arguments. Can you do that?
You bet.
Please take the stage.
Yeah.
Wait,
I got 30 seconds
on
for
the clock.
All right.
Your time begins now.
All right, guys, let me sum up MatPat's argument that last round, all right? Don't try new things. All right, that's all I heard, because Nintendo's an innovator. Yeah, the Virtual Boy failed, okay? We all know that. But had they stopped making consoles after the Virtual Boy, you wouldn't have had the GameCube or the Nintendo 64 or the Wii with all the innovation that came with. And by the way, you guys like virtual gaming? You guys like where the direction of augmented reality is going? You have Nintendo to thank for that, because if they didn't take the bold step to make the Wiimote an integral part of gaming, we wouldn't have had anything new today.
I want to rebut that rebuttal.
You'll get your chance to rebut that rebuttal.
We'll get there.
Maddox, I'm sorry, you have to stand right back up, because now it's time for your minute and a half of your arguments of why Nintendo should keep making consoles.
You got it.
Your time begins right now.
Guys, come on. All right, that's my first argument. Yeah. Second argument is, guys, video games are like a sandwich, right? Everyone likes a sandwich. You go out, you get a nice sandwich, you eat it. And to make that sandwich, you gotta harvest the crops. You gotta pick the lettuce and the tomatoes and go out and slaughter a ham.
Yeah.
But when you do all that stuff, you have to replenish those ingredients. You have to plant new seeds, right? And that's what Nintendo is doing with their consoles. They are planting new seeds to create the gamers of tomorrow. We need that. We need that. We forget. We get too lazy, too self-absorbed. We want to just play games that are made for us, the 30-plus-year-olds, who are still kind of figuring out life and not necessarily married and struggling with a lot of issues. That's why we need Nintendo, guys. We need Nintendo to make the next generation of broken players.
Oh no, what's going on?
Nobody is doing that anymore. Nobody's making consoles to bring in the new generation of players. And you know what else I like? I like games that are finished. I don't like to constantly download things all the time. I miss the days when I used to be able to put a cartridge in and know that that game is baked, flaws and all, because we wouldn't have speedruns that take advantage of glitches that are so much fun to watch if every time that they found a glitch, they fixed it with some update. Oh, which version are you playing? 1.4? Boring.
Wow.
That's great.
MatPat,
Slaughter that ham.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Maddox gained a lot of ground in
He
our
did.
voting throughout that entire argument. And now it is up to you, with your rebuttal, to somehow penetrate the bulletproof sandwich argument. Are you prepared?
I believe so.
We're putting 30 seconds on the clock. Your time begins now.
Maddox says that my argument is to not try new things and to have Nintendo stop being innovative. That's not the case. I'm saying that they can be innovative in their software and be more profitable by doing it. They can be more sustainable as a company and continue to be innovative for many years to come by doing innovative games on other consoles. He brought up the augmented reality stuff. It's worth noting that augmented reality that came with Pokemon Go was on a mobile device. A mobile device, not a system that Nintendo created.
And that is your time. Wow.
All right.
Now, before our closing arguments, I just want to remind our audience once again, you don't have to commit to your vote. You can change your vote at any time. If someone has swayed you, there's still moments that you can still be swayed by these closing arguments. Maddox, your closing argument will be first.
Okay.
Do you feel ready?
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
end your debates?
Yeah.
Please take the stage.
All right.
Your time begins right now.
Okay, wow. So Nintendo's guilty of not inventing cell phones, all right? The Nintendo, the 3DS, when it first came out with the cameras, they did have this game where you kind of like, it was augmented reality, essentially. You were pointing around. I remember I was in my bathroom, and I was looking for critters in my bathroom, non-living ones, for once. There was, yeah, so Nintendo does innovate, and Nintendo makes games like Cooking Mama, okay? Those are experiences that you have on the, on the Nintendo. Cooking
That
Mama,
is your
guys.
time.
Won that.
Cooking Mama.
I'm sorry, I'm just getting this in from our fact checkers. Nintendo does not make Cooking Mama.
That is that.
That's not Nintendo. They don't publish that.
It's on the console. Oh.
It's on the console. Sure, it's on a DS and a Wii, but no, they don't make that.
All right, technicality, vote it up anyway.
I always said that debates, like presidential or otherwise, should have
Yep.
shock collars. So, I mean, how awesome would that be? Whenever you say something wrong, like you get shocked, it would be entertaining and it would be more accurate.
Do you want me to just sit here and say wrong
Yes,
if you say
please,
anything
if you
incorrect?
would,
If
yeah.
you could.
Okay, well, you're getting 30 seconds on the clock for your closing arguments. Are you prepared?
Yes.
Please take the stage. Your time begins right now.
I love Nintendo. I am one of Nintendo's oldest and most beloved fanboys. But that
Wrong.
being fact. But that being said, and as such, I want them to deliver a quality gaming experience for generations of gamers to come, because they're pushing gaming boundaries at a time when no one else is, when everyone else is staying safe by upgrading graphics year after year. They're pushing that gameplay mechanic, and I want them to be able to do that across multiple systems and multiple consoles, where their financial bottom line is not tied to a failure of an innovative Switch-type console. That's what I have to say.
Wow. This concludes our debate. Gentlemen, who do you think won? Just between the two of you.
I think America won.
Right? I think we
Yeah.
all won.
When
this
there's a
one.
discourse, absolutely.
Yes.
You want to hear both sides.
Yeah, whenever
Yeah.
there's a thoughtful, exchange of ideas, I think everyone wins.
Well, between the two of you and between me and all of you, none of that matters. The audience vote matters.
Okay.
And they've decided our winner. It is once again MatPat, reigning champion with 52%. It was so close.
Wow.
It was shockingly close.
Take that.
Well done, man.
great
Well
debate.
done.
Maddox, MatPat, thank you for joining us for the
Yeah.
debate. We now have to toss it back to Mr. Jeff Keighley. Jeff, who do you think won that debate yourself?
That was very, very close. I liked Matt's arguments, although I want to see Nintendo keep making consoles. So I agree with what he said. I think I started to feel like Nintendo's kind of split the difference a little bit now that they're doing Super Mario Run for iOS and stuff. Hopefully they will keep doing games for other systems, but, do some cool things for Switch as well. So we'll see. But a great Deadlock debate, and speaking of debates and all those things, all of you watching, we hope if you're in America that you're getting ready to vote in just a couple of weeks. It is so important that you get out and express how you feel about the world by voting. So thanks to MatPat, Kyle, and Maddox, and we've got much more coming up on Live with YouTube Gaming. I'm going to